Aloha and welcome back. I'm Fade Panther, and this is Chernobylite. Today, I plan on doing something a little different with my recordings. So this and Earthstone will be up along with Breath of Fire 2. I might be shooting myself in the foot algorithmically, but I'm wanting to play them all. So I'm going to play them all today. So I need 4 points in order to get the next rifle upgrade.
I need you to come here this instant. I'm at HQ. You'd better be here soon, or there will be consequences. Kozlov's going to sacrifice me. They left me here, and he is coming after me as well. We both know who I'm talking about. I can't trust Kozlov anymore. You have to help me finish what we started, you and me. We're in this together until the end, whether you like it or not. You wouldn't want him to find out the truth, would you? I'm waiting in Lenin Square. Make haste, or we're both going to regret it.
I guess I really am naive, huh? I think you owe me an explanation, old friend.
So I've got 2 of the tools. So we got the shape charge. Oh, that's a possibility. So there's one more investigation. Okay, so these are the tools. Because I've got 2 more there, and there's one more investigation, and then that will be ready. There. I swapped those 2 around because he was going to only have like 60 or 66% chance of success. This increases his chances.
Looks like your mentor sold you out. Or perhaps he was involved in all of this from the beginning. Regardless, he's clearly no longer your friend. He set a trap for you, Igor. What are you going to do about it?
Vagabond. Some excuses. So we'll be able to go along this street up to it. So eerie. Oh, right, yeah. That's why E isn't used to pick things up. I don't need to go through there. Give it a little time.
Why would the old man request an evacuation hatch under the laboratory tent? That's weird, right?
Are we worried about getting trapped? After that fucked up action in the hospital. He's right to be.
I bet that lunatic's coming after him with his crazy tech.
Yeah. Think we can still request a transfer?
Patrolling Pripyat almost makes you wish you were someplace else.
This is so fucking surreal. Those things can go through walls. I saw it with my own eyes. Yet this one is trapped in a simple cage.
That's not a simple cage. It must have used to try and...
What was that supposed to be? The green crystals? I'm gonna keep an eye on him anyway. I don't want to end up like Victor.
One last sweep and I'm done. Great.
Before you jump to any conclusions, I can explain.
Oh shit, I actually get to see his face. I'm still gonna be polite.
Okay. Start talking.
Not here. Let's go someplace where we can talk privately.
No thanks. I'm not falling for that again.
You're confused, my boy. Disturbed. The Chernobylite is messing with your head, but I can help you.
Can you really? The way you helped me on the hospital roof?
Just... God, please don't do anything rash. Okay then. Ask your questions.
Tatiana. Tatiana Amelieva. You acted like you had no idea what happened to her. But she's been here this whole time, hasn't she?
Yes, I cannot deny it, but please, you don't know all the facts.
God in heaven. Is there not a single shred of decency left in you?
I could tell you things that would turn your whole life upside down, but I don't want that. I can't have you falling apart. Don't you understand? I need you.
What are you saying?
I need you here. You're going to help me save her.
I researched Chernobylite myself. It has many potential applications. What are you and your NAR overlords planning to do with it?
I know you did. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. The catastrophe of 1986 was a great gift for humanity. One of the greatest.
What are you talking about?
Chernobylite opened a door to something that will change the history of mankind forever. Forever!
Energy capable of creating a singularity, multiple singularities, and tunnels between them.
More than that, it gives us access to the ones already in existence. It's like an autonomous vehicle that can take you anywhere in time and space, complete with maps. The first such route is already in place. We just need to make sure it's safe.
What's NAR's interest in Chernobylite?
Their interest is in a potentially trillion-dollar business. I trust I don't need to explain the possibilities of a nearly unlimited energy source.
I don't care about that. They're keeping Tatiana here against her will, aren't they? Why? Where is she?
Tatiana is a patient, a very valuable one. That's what's keeping her safe, at least for the time being. NAR has done some despicable things, I give you that. They've conducted some questionable experiments on human subjects. But Tanya is different. She's special.
I will ask you one last time. Where is Tatiana?
Igor, please, listen to reason.
Do you want to learn about your personal threshold for pain? I said talk!
All right, all right. But it's still Kozlov's fault. You have to believe me. Tanya is in the power plant, I swear it. Kozlov is keeping her there. Listen to me, Igor. This is important. You understand that what I'm trying to accomplish here is bigger than you or me.
Shut your goddamn mouth! I can't listen to any more of your excuses.
You can't leave him alive, Mousy. He will thwart our plan. He will bring about the end of the world and the reign of the Rat King. Don't do anything you'll regret later, Igor. You're better than them. Remember that. More practically speaking, you might need the old bastard later.
This is definitely one of those actually morally gray points, because he will be a problem later, but he also will possibly be a asset later. They are both right. But I don't want to go down the path of regret.
I know the safest thing to do is to kill you, but I'm leaving you alive, against my better judgment.
Thank you. You won't regret this, Igor.
Oh, that remains to be seen. We will talk again. And when we do, I expect your full cooperation.
Absolutely. Go find Tatiana in the power plant. After, we can talk.
I get that he won't like that. I fully accept that.
I should have taken that job at my father-in-law's factory. Shit.
Damn, okay. I was gonna say, like, you didn't get a whole lot of food, but at least you were a success. And then these two just make up for it. You know what, this time around, let's just double ration.
The fuck you want?
Do you have a moment?
What's on your mind, Olga?
I was thinking about an old woman I used to know, Alina. She lived in our village. She had so many stories to share. About the revolution of 1917, collectivization, the Great Famine, Nazi tanks rolling through the marshes, her husband dying in the Great Patriotic War, persecution by the NKVD, the Chernobyl disaster.
Fascinating. She must have been at least 100 years old.
She was very old indeed. Nothing could shake her. She never stopped wandering the woods and marshes of Pripyat, gathering herbs and mushrooms, until the lurkers killed her. Such a pointless death.
I'm sorry. She must have been a very brave woman.
I asked her once, what kept her going through all those dark years? Do you know what she said? I wanted to live. It was as simple as that. Life is precious, and you only get to go around once. So I want to make mine count. Do you understand? I'm not dying because of a stupid mistake.
Hopefully we can avoid that, and you'll lead a long and productive life once we're finished here.
Well, as my stepdad Matvey would say, nobody wants to exit the stage, but everyone does, eventually.
You don't get to choose when you shuffle off the mortal coil. Well, few people do anyway.
They are close, Mousy. I can hear them screeching under the floor. Filthy rodents.
Rats, you mean? You think those furry buggers can eat through a concrete wall?
But something is amiss. The Rat King. I can't hear him anymore.
Is he gone?
He's never truly gone. But sometimes he goes away. And then it's like...
What?
It's like the cobwebs are all blown away. I can think clearly for a moment. And I remember... things.
What do you remember?
A hospital. People in white gowns. A madman strapped to a gurney, screaming in terror. And myself. I'm strapped down too. Why are you doing this? I don't belong here. Let me out.
Calm down. Everything's going to be fine. It's all in the past now.
You can't keep me here against my wishes.
Tarakan, please. You're safe now.
What? Where am I?
Mikhail's warehouse. You're safe.
Nobody is safe from the Rat King, little mouse. Not ever. Don't you ever forget that.
Ah, yes. Our old friend, the Rat King. I guess everything's back to normal then.
Okay, so I doubt this is what's happening, but I can't help but remember the plot lines of two similar games, tonally. So the first one is Twisted Metal Black. Back when I was on call at VMC, Twisted Metal Black came out, and I played the shit out of that game. Like, to the point that I started having panic attacks when Painted Black came on the air. I ruined myself. But I recovered from that, as everybody can. Here's the fun thing. That game is dark. All the Twisted Metal games are dark, but this one is exceptionally dark because it doesn't have the comedical overtones that the prior and later ones do. All the other ones have this sort of cynical but still exaggerated tone to them. But Twisted Metal Black had this very depressing black view of things. It was dark. It was menacing. Every one of the characters, their motives weren't extreme in the sense of being crazy. They were extreme in the sense of you could see this happening. Then you ran into a possibility that most games didn't. So while you're playing through the game, you're unlocking characters, this and that, and there is a boss that you constantly have to deal with. I think his name was Minion. He drove a fuel tanker. He was a nasty piece of work. That said, he was an ever-present boss. Like all the other Twisted Metal games, you never really fought the same collection of dudes or dudettes all the time. Like, it would always be changing. You'd always have a different collection. And the amount of problems, I guess, that you'd face would change every time you had to boot the game up and play. Except for him. He was an ever-present problem. Now, you could unlock him as a enemy. Or not as an enemy, as a playable character. And when you did, something interesting would happen. See, in between every stage, your characters would kind of talk to themselves or you. Like, one of the first ones that I remember is Dollface. She drove a semi-truck. Just the truck part, not the trailer end. And she would talk, because some crazy guy put her face put her head inside a doll mask. And what she was in Twisted Metal for was to get the key to unlock her mask. And her in-betweens were stuff like, I can't wait to get my hands on that key and finally breathe a breath of fresh air. Or another one like, I'm a little afraid of what's going to be under the mask after so long. And then another one of like, I can feel the mask tightening around my face as I grow into it. Just like really twisted stuff, like actually twisted stuff. Minions was all reversed text. At the time, I can read backwards. It takes a lot of time and effort, and they're not up there long enough for me to do so, so I didn't. But I did look up online at the time that I was playing. I'm just like, okay, what's going on here? Especially considering once you get his ending. When you get his ending, it is probably the most fucked up out of all of them because of the implications of it all. Alright. Spoiler warning if you haven't saw the ending and want to see the ending of Twisted Metal Black, which is a fairly old game at this point, I guess. When you beat Minion's storyline, he wakes up in an asylum. An actual, nowadays, modern asylum. With hospital aspects and everything, where the head attendant is Calypso, which is a running character throughout the entire Twisted Metal series as like this omnipotent overlord and whatnot. But when Minion wakes up and sees Calypso, he is actually tending to the patients. And when you see the patients in the flashback, you see they're all the contestants of the Twisted Metal game, Black. Meaning, everyone's gameplay that you're playing is not real. It is all in their heads. And they're just in a hospital trying to recover. Minion was the only one to wake up from that nightmare. everyone else sunk deeper into their nightmares upon winning. Like I said, his is the most fucked up. Now, there's another game that actually goes down this very same path. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. You probably didn't expect that one, but no, actually it is insanely dark. Because if you haven't played the game, Activision doesn't need more of your money. I super enjoy Cold War's Zombie because you can play by yourself and actually get story unlocks and progress. That I liked that. Anyway. Black Ops 3's ending. You find out that you basically have to terminate yourself and stuff like that. It's actually kind of dark, but it leaves on this upper plethora of ideology and whatnot. But you find out, if you look a little deeper, that's not what happened at all. The entire gameplay after the tutorial mission of Black Ops 3 is actually your character sinking into a death spiral as they take every one of the other people with them. You can choose if it's a male or female. I chose female because, whatever. Doesn't really matter. But yeah, the entire storyline is not what it seems at all. It is literally your character dying, and during their mental death throes, they're inadvertently killing the rest of the Black Ops team. Holy shit. So, how fucked up would it be if what's actually happening is the main character and Tarkin here are actually just in a mental ward and none of this is actually happening? I know that's not actually what's happening, but I've already seen 2 other games do it. How messed up would that be?
How are things, Professor?
Hey. Okay, talked to you. Talked to you. Wait. Oh! What the fuck? I guess I'm not talking to him today. Whoops. Yeah, I don't have any more reason to talk to anybody. Oh no.
Rise and shine, Igor.
Tatiana?
There are things you need to face. Find me in Pripyat.
Tatiana? She's gone. Again.
Well, I did not mean to pad out the things, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here because I do want to play other games. And I know that now that I've seen her, this next mission's gonna be a long one. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think it's gonna go that messed up? Twisted Metal Black messed up? I don't know. It's actually hard to tell, and I like that. I will catch you all in the next episode. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha.